While driving, you come upon a sign displaying the words, reduced speed, 35 miles per hour. This means a. That the new 35 miles per hour speed limit begins at this sign. b. That the new 35 miles per hour speed limit begins at the next speed limit sign. c. That you have plenty of time to slow down before the reduced speed zone. d. That you should reduce your speed to 35 miles per hour, but only under poor weather conditions. a. That the new 35 miles per hour speed limit begins at this sign. Reduced speed signs inform drivers that they must reduce their speeds. If a new speed limit is posted on one of these signs, the new speed limit begins at the sign. When in a motor vehicle on a highway, it is a. Illegal to either drink from or possess open containers of alcohol in the passenger compartment. b. Legal to drink if you're not driving. c. Legal to drink if you're driving but not drunk. d. Illegal to drink from, but all right to transport, open containers of alcohol in the passenger compartment. a. Illegal to either drink from or possess open containers of alcohol in the passenger compartment. It is illegal to drink an alcoholic beverage while in a motor vehicle on a highway. It is also illegal for a person in a vehicle on a highway to possess an alcoholic beverage container that has been open or unsealed, or from which any of the contents have been removed. Open alcohol containers may not be in a vehicle on a highway, unless in an area not normally occupied by the driver or passengers. Your body gets rid of approximately a. 3 alcoholic drinks an hour. b. 1 alcoholic drink an hour. c. 2 alcoholic drinks an hour. d. None of the above. b. 1 alcoholic drink an hour. The average person's body will process about 1 alcoholic drink in 1 hour. However, many factors play a part in determining how impaired a person will become when consuming alcohol, including the amount of alcohol consumed, how fast it is consumed, and a person's body weight, food intake, and general health. What should you do when you see this sign? a. Look for a train station ahead. b. Signal before going any further. c. Slow down and yield for trains. d. Stop. c. Slow down and yield for trains. This sign indicates that there is a railroad crossing on the road ahead. You should always slow down when approaching a railroad crossing. Trains cannot yield to cars, so you must let them pass before crossing the tracks.
Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
Bicyclists have the choice to ride? a. On the roadway, on the shoulder of a road, or in a bicycle lane. b. On freeways and highways where signs say it is illegal. c. In a left turn-only lane without turning, because there is no traffic. d. On the wrong side of the road. a. On the roadway, on the shoulder of a road, or in a bicycle lane. Bicyclists have the choice to ride on the roadway, on the shoulder of a road, in a bicycle lane, or on a sidewalk. On slippery roads, you should a. Slow down. b. Drive more quickly. c. Drive the speed limit, with caution. d. Not drive more quickly than 20 miles per hour. a. Slow down. You should slow down at the first sign of rain, snow, or sleet, all of which can create slippery road conditions. When conditions on the road are less than ideal, safety may require that you drive more slowly than the posted speed limit. On a roadway with 3 or more lanes, you must stop for a school bus with flashing red lights? A. If you're traveling in either direction. B. If you're traveling in the opposite direction from the bus. C. Only if children are crossing the road. D. Only if you're traveling in the same direction as the bus. D. Only if you're traveling in the same direction as the bus. In general, you must stop for a school bus that is flashing its red lights, whether it is on your side or the opposite side of the road. However, you are not required to stop if the bus is traveling in the opposite direction on a road that has 3 or more marked traffic lanes, or that is divided by a median or physical barrier. If you are driving on a one-way street and an emergency vehicle using its flashing lights approaches your vehicle, you must A. Drive with your flashers turned on. B. Drive toward the nearest roadside and stop. C. Speed up and take the nearest exit. D. Slow down until the vehicle passes you. B. Drive toward the nearest roadside and stop. If an emergency vehicle using its lights or siren approaches while you are driving on a one-way street, you must drive toward the nearest roadside and stop. You must stop at a railroad crossing when A. Directed to do so by a flagger. B. It is controlled by a stop sign. C. Flashing red signals and gates are present and operating. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. You must stop at a railroad crossing when directed to do so by a flagger or stop sign. Stop when flashing red signals and gates are present and operating. If there are 2 railroad tracks next to each other? A. It is always safe to proceed after one train passes. B. You must always stop before crossing the tracks. C. When one train passes, look for another train on the other track before proceeding. D. Honk your horn as you cross the tracks. C. When one train passes, look for another train on the other track before proceeding. If there are 2 railroad tracks next to each other, watch for a second approaching train after one train passes. Do not begin to cross the tracks until you're sure no train is approaching from either direction on either track. To ensure that your physical condition does not cause you to drive in an unsafe manner, you should A. Keep physically fit and have regular physical examinations. B. Know the effect of any medicine on your driving ability. C. Drive within your physical limitations. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Your physical condition has an important bearing on your ability to drive safely. Drivers should be aware of their physical limitations and only drive if it is safe to do so. Before entering a roundabout, you must slow down and yield to A. Vehicles in the roundabout. B. Bicyclists in the roundabout. C. Pedestrians in the roundabout. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. When entering a roundabout, you must yield to pedestrians, bicyclists, and vehicles that are already in the roundabout. Before you change directions, you must keep your turn signals on for at least A. 50 feet. B. 75 feet. C. 100 feet. D. 125 feet. C. 100 feet. Before changing directions, you should signal for at least 100 feet. This sign means A. Watch for drunk drivers. B. Curves ahead. C. Slippery when wet. D. Apply your brakes quickly. C. Slippery when wet. This sign warns that the road is slippery when wet. You are driving when it begins to rain. You should A. Drive faster than surrounding traffic. B. Drive at the maximum posted speed limit. C. Slow down. D. Drive closely behind the vehicle in front of you. C. Slow down. When heavy rain reduces visibility, reduce your speed. Turn on your headlights so other drivers can see your vehicle. If the rain is so heavy that you are unable to see clearly, drive onto the shoulder and stop until the rain lets up. The best way to avoid hydroplaning is to A. Keep your tires properly maintained. B. Slow down when roads are wet or slushy. C. Watch out for standing water or puddles. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. When roads are wet, cars take a longer distance to stop and may skid on quick turns. Do not use cruise control when driving under wet or icy conditions. Reduce your speed and drive with caution. When driving at night, slow down and A. Use high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. B. Use sunglasses to reduce glare from headlights. C. Use your high beams if it is also raining. D. Use your dome light to help you see your speedometer. A. Use high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. By law, your vehicle's headlights must be turned on from a half hour after sunset until a half hour before sunrise. You should use your high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Increase your following distance when A. Driving behind a large vehicle that blocks your vision. B. Exiting an expressway. C. Following a motorcycle. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. You should increase your following distance when you are behind a large vehicle that blocks your vision, when driving in bad weather or heavy traffic, when exiting an expressway, when behind a motorcycle or bicycle, and if someone is tailgating you. You must dim your high beam lights when within A. 100 feet of an oncoming vehicle. B. 250 feet of an oncoming vehicle. C. 300 feet of an oncoming vehicle. D. 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. D. 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. You must dim your high beams whenever you are within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. To avoid being in a truck or bus driver's blind spot, you should A. Never pass them. B. Avoid driving alongside them and avoid tailgating. C. Flash your lights at them. D. Sound your horn. B. Avoid driving alongside them and avoid tailgating. Because a large vehicle, such as a truck or bus, has large blind spots to its sides and rear, avoid driving alongside such a vehicle and do not tailgate one. The posted speed limit shows A. Only a recommended driving speed. B. The exact speed at which you must travel to avoid a ticket. C. The maximum safe driving speed under ideal road and weather conditions. D. The maximum safe driving speed under all road conditions. C. The maximum safe driving speed under ideal road and weather conditions. A speed limit sign shows the maximum legal driving speed for the stretch of highway where it is posted. Driving safely may require you to travel more slowly than the posted limit. When conditions are less than ideal, drivers should slow down. A steady green light at an intersection means that you A. Must slow down and prepare to stop. B. Must stop and check for oncoming traffic before proceeding. C. May drive through the intersection if the road is clear. D. May not turn right. C. May drive through the intersection if the road is clear. A steady green light means you may drive through the intersection if the road is clear. You may also turn right or left on a steady green light unless a sign prohibits the turn. When turning, you must yield to other vehicles and pedestrians within the intersection. It is important to be alert to motorcycles because A. They are more difficult to see than cars. B. They rarely use their headlights. C. Motorcyclists are less skilled drivers than other motorists. D. All of the above. A. They are more difficult to see than cars. Motorcycles are smaller and harder to see than cars. Because of their size, they are easily hidden in a car's blind spot. It may be difficult to judge your distance to a motorcycle and difficult to tell how fast a motorcycle is moving, so always be alert and extra cautious when near a motorcyclist. This sign means A. The highway ahead curves only to the right. B. The highway ahead turns sharply to the right. C. The highway ahead curves to the right and then to the left. D. The highway ahead curves to the left and then to the right. C. The highway ahead curves to the right and then to the left. Warning signs are used to warn drivers about upcoming hazardous conditions and are usually yellow with black markings. This sign warns drivers that the road ahead curves to the right and then to the left. This sign means A. Emergency vehicles ahead. B. Uncontrolled intersection ahead. C. Four-way stop ahead. D. Traffic signal ahead. D. Traffic signal ahead. This sign warns that a traffic signal is ahead.